I've got a test for you. Pinch the skin on the back of your hand and then let go. Does the skin sort of bounce back into place, or does it rest for a few seconds? That's the sign of your skin aging. But it's not just on the back of your hand, of course, this is happening all over the body. The natural instinct is just to slap on the body lotion, but in this video, I'm not only explaining why body lotion simply does not work, I'm going to evidence the reasons why we need to use something different. I'm going to show and demonstrate using the Besque Magic Body Oil compared to a body lotion that is designed specifically for mature, dry skin. Let's find out why I'm saying stop the body lotion and let's all move to using oils. There are two main reasons why our skin changes and starts to look dry, wrinkly, saggy, crepey. You know the skin I mean. The first is the loss of collagen and elastin. Now we know these words, but what are they? Well, collagen, call it the scaffolding. Collagen is what holds the skin up. It's what keeps it firm and rigid and keeps it in place. Elastin, on the other hand, this is the stretchy stuff, and this is what enables the skin to bounce back into place. When we're young, of course, we've got just, an abundance of collagen and elastin. But once we hit our mid-20s, we are losing approximately 1% of collagen and elastin every single year. Now, look at this as losing 1% of the bricks around your house every single year. This is not bricks from the top of the house, this is bricks from the bottom. It's inevitable, isn't it, what's going to happen? But then let's throw in the menopause and we have a steep decline in estrogen and the process happens just so much quicker. The second change that happens to our skin is the reduction in sebum, the skin's natural oils. Of course, in our teens, we've got so much of this oil, haven't we? We've got too much. We get that greasy T-zone, the shiny forehead. We get the outbreaks and we've got that greasy, lanky hair. The oil secretion tends to balance out in our mid-20s, but once we hit around about 40, this secretion starts to slow down. By the time we hit 50s and 60s, well, the skin is starting to look like dried out earth in a heat wave. This sebum, the body oil, has two main functions. One, of course, is the lubrication, but the second, it forms a protective film over the skin that keeps the water, the moisture, within the skin. See it a little bit like a lid on a pan. If you've got a pan of boiling water, the water is just going to keep evaporating and you have to keep replacing the water. But once we apply a lid on top, we're keeping the water inside. Now, what the body lotions do, these consist of about 70 to 90% water. So we place them on our skin and we get that immediate hydration. But then by lunchtime, our skin is starting to feel dry and itchy. That's because we don't have the oil or the lid on the skin to keep the water in there. It's just evaporating. Oils, on the other hand, these are different because oils don't rely on water. Oils contain something called lipids, it's fat, and these are a similar consistency to the natural oils that we use to secrete. So the body lotion is like having to continually top up this pan of boiling water because you're continually losing the water. Oils, on the other hand, this is like the lid. The moisture that's within the skin is held in. We're not losing it, so our skin stays soft and supple for longer. Shall we put them to the test? What I'm going to do is apply body lotion to one arm and the oil to the other arm. I'm going to then go about and do my jobs, go and do some work and things, come back 3 hours later and let's see visibly if there's a difference in both. But before I do that, I need to go and have a shower. So I'm all showered, well, from there downwards anyway. The reason why I showered first is to apply any form of these body lotions and the body oils. It goes on much better on damp skin. So in the morning after shower, in the evening after shower, that's the best time to apply them because if you're applying it onto dry skin, not only do you need a lot more product, the absorption is so much weaker. So always apply in damp skin. I'm going to do my left arm first of all with the body lotion. I chose the Aveeno because I think it's a well-known brand. It's specifically for very dry, cracked skin. It's not a brand that's out there to make you smell nice. It's not one of those body lotions you apply just to smell lovely. It's a body lotion that's designed to do a job, and that's what we're looking for. That's the amount I've got on my hand. So let me apply this all to my arm. Now, these are the areas, aren't they? Under the arms, that's where we need to get our lotion. Now, that going in feels lovely. I can't deny that doesn't feel nice. It feels moisturised. There's no fragrance whatsoever. There's zero fragrance in this. But as I'm rubbing it in now, I feel now that almost that's it. It's absorbed. So it's now starting to go dry. You know how it's almost like if I keep rubbing, I feel like it's going to peel. It's almost like going to gommage, they call them, don't they? A gommage, like a facial gommage. It's almost like now I can't rub it in anymore. It's gone in, but there's no slip. What I'd say is there's no slip over my arm. Almost feels a bit rough, actually. The other arm, I'm using the Besque Body Oil. Now, if you haven't seen this oil around on social media, where have you been? Literally, where have you been? Because this is everywhere. It's everywhere because people are cottoning on to the difference in using an oil compared to a body lotion. Body lotions simply don't work. Scientifically, they don't work. I've seen the reviews, I've been looking at this oil for some time, and I wanted to try it and I wanted to test it. So when Bess said to me, hey, do you want to give our oil a go? I jumped at the chance because I've looked at it, I wanted to use it, and it was just a perfect opportunity. It's not about the size of the bottle, it's about the quality of the ingredients. It's about the quality of the product inside. We've got sweet almond oil that smooths and deeply hydrates. We've got evening primrose oil, which firms and increases elasticity. Rosehip, which regenerates and plumps the skin. Vitamin E to protect the skin from sunlight. Geranium, which tightens and revitalizes. And lavender, which calms inflammation whilst promoting healing. And not only that, oils travel so much further than creams, so much further. So the volume of area you can cover with this amount of oil compared to the volume of area you could fill with any body lotion of that size is twice the amount. You don't need a lot. Tiny little squirt, okay? That's the amount. And then warm it, okay? Warm it in your hands. I've actually warmed it on there. It's hard to warm when I'm not applying it on the other arm. Now, oh wow, the smell immediately is, if you've ever been to a spa or those hotels, you know, you go on holiday and you really go to one of these really beautiful hotels, and as you walk in the hotel entrance, you get that, you know, they've got those aromatherapy oil diffusers going, haven't they? Or you walk into a spa, you know those spas where they have that music? You know the music I mean? That's spa music. So rubbing this in, what I'm feeling is it's not dragging the skin at all. There's absolutely no drag. That is absolutely smooth. It feels like silk actually. But what's interesting is it's not greasy. You know how you'd have an oil and it feels slip oil? It's not. This just feels really rich, smooth and silky. Really nice. Touching with the backs of my hands, very different consistency. This is like sliding over smooth polished marble. You love my analogies, don't you? It's like smooth, you know that smooth polished marble? This feels like wood. I just described my arm like wood. This just feels, it's not rough, but there's no slip. There's no slip on it, there's no slide. That slides. This one doesn't, it feels a bit rough. Nourished, but rough. So what I'm going to do now is, I've got plenty of jobs I need to do. I'm going to get those done, come back in 3 hours. I'm going to have a look and see what it looks like, what it feels like, and whether my point of body lotions do not work because the moisture evaporates. There's nothing to keep them in. Oils is the lid on the pan. That's still going to have all the moisture in there. Let's have a look. I'll see you in 3 hours. So it's important that I came to a bit better light and also so you could see both arms together, because it's quite interesting because this side has no, what I would call, when I say shine, I mean it doesn't look moisturised and it already starts to feel dry. I feel on this arm after 4 hours that I need to apply more body lotion. It's like it's not sunk in. I know the water's evaporated. Where on this arm, I think you can see, hopefully, it's got a lot more sheen, moisture to it. It just looks like it's got hydration in it. It's not oily, it's not greasy, it's not going on into any clothing, but my skin just feels supple and soft. So at the 4 hour test, undeniably, getting them both together, there's a big difference. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Besque isn't just another body lotion, it's a treatment oil that gets to places where cream simply can't. And if you think about the two major changes to our skin that I talked about earlier, we have the loss of collagen and elastin. Well, what Besque does, it feeds the skin with bioactive oils that rebuild this elasticity that gives your skin both suppleness, firmness and bounce. It also replaces the natural oils that we've lost, keeping the moisture that we have in the skin firmly locked in, so it's not evaporating, we're not losing it. And the long-term benefit, of course, it lasts all day, every day. This isn't something you apply in the morning and you need to reapply at lunchtime. Pop this on in the morning and it's going to last you all day. Keep it up consistently and you're going to notice such a difference in your skin. So, game changer, we need to move to oils. Stop using body lotion, move to oils and see the difference. If you're wanting to get yourself the oil, of course, you know the link will be in the description box below, along with the discount code. You get 15% off, can't be bad. I'm going to follow up in 7 days' time. I'm going to show you the results after 7 days and see the difference. One half of my body, I'm going to be using the oil. The other half, I'm going to be using my body lotion. I want to see, particularly on my legs, it's my legs where I feel dry, and these underarms. I want my skin tighter, firmer. Let's see how it goes after 7 days. So let me have your questions, let me have your thoughts in the comments box below. Before I make the next video, let me have your questions and I can answer those in the next video. If you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to click the subscribe button and click that notification bell. All that does is it notifies you when the videos are out. It lets you know as soon as they're out before anybody else. Thank you so much for watching. As always, it's lovely having you here and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.